like mentioned it. I was like, yeah, I'm trying to get up to 260, and she was like, 260? Kenny, you're gonna be so unhealthy. Like, she just doesn't understand.
Like, that's the goal, Mom.
Yeah, like, Mom, I'm trying to be jacked. So he asked me, I grew up watching, like, in high school, Rich Piana, Tony Hughes. Like, I don't know why, I just was attracted to that.
Men.
When I was 12, I was still playing baseball, but all these men around me, no homo, they were all thicker than me. I was obsessed with that. And I was super skinny, and I was like, how do I get jacked? I saw your film. I saw a bunch of jack dudes, whatever. Went to the doctor, Kaiser, and I just sat, I made my mom leave the room, and I was like, I want to get on anabolic steroids. And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah, I want to get on anabolic steroids. I thought about it. I want to get on. And I was 12. And he was like, he just listed all the negative side effects. And I was like, he gave me a big book that he printed out and gave it to me. And so I just studied it. And then, yeah, after I turned 20, I got on him. I was watching Rich Piana. I was watching your film. I was watching everybody else that was open about it, talk the good and the bad. And I just decided, all right, if I want to be a pro bodybuilder, I might as well start.
You're like, the positives are amazing.
Yeah, that's what I was out. When he listed off all the negatives, I'm like, how? All these guys are jacked. Plus, I'll watch WWE. Like,
death? That doesn't seem that bad.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Took me so long to be able to connect with my lats. I would just mess around, and when I'm helping people even just pose, it's like just mess around. Like, don't think about it too much. Just
like try like this, like go up and then try to have them forward.
Yeah, even if you need to like stretch, whatever you need to do to just feel your lats like, contract a little bit. That's how I do it. And I mess around with exercises, like a lot of pull downs. If you just do a single arm pull down and just like let it stretch, maybe wear a strap, and then just sit there and just kind of like tuck into your hip, like you're gonna feel your lat at some point.
Yeah, maybe at first you'll feel like your serratus muscles, like ab muscles, stomach muscles, but maybe you can kind of coordinate it to where you're feeling the lat more.
Yeah, or just roll your shoulders forward, even if it looks silly, just like mess around with it.
When we say it takes a long time, like how long did it take you to figure that out?
It took me a while.
Is it fair to say like a year?
I'd say over a year, yeah.
Over a year, but then you also need like how many years of training, like 3 or 4?
Yeah. Plus, I wasn't even, when I think about it, I didn't even know how to really train my lats either though. So I couldn't flex them, and I wasn't training them. I was just, rowing from point A to point B, and I was working like my traps, my forearms, my biceps, but I never, I wasn't doing anything like this where I was actually pulling and contracting my lats in an exercise.
For me, if I push down like towards my thighs, especially as I'm paused here, it just feels like it activates the lats a lot more. So if I try not to like come up, not that this is not using your lats, of course it is, but it feels like stronger if I'm trying to pull more towards my belly button.
Right, yeah.
Kenny's not actually that big, it's the shirt. We're getting right into the meat and potatoes of the workout right here. Get those lats going. Give me 5 more. 1, yep, 4. Next one, good pause, hold. Then 5 reps, use your body. Yep, use your body, keep pulling. Keep pulling, yep. 3 more, 1, 2, booyah. Now it's just survive, try to do it whatever way you can. Nice, there you go. Here we go, yep.
Let's go, Ryan.
Let's get 3 more in there, Ryan. Here we go, 1. Nice, good squeeze. 2. On a drop set, I think it's okay to take anywhere between 5 seconds and maybe like 30 seconds. 30 seconds might seem like too long, but you still have all that blood in there. It's still gonna serve the purpose. Legitimately think that I could get a productive workout just doing just what we just did. Oh, yeah. Like that felt really good.
Yeah, I'm lit up.
You wanna do like some sort of single arm lat pull down like you were talking about?
Yeah,
or you wanna do something different?
I like this over here.
What you got?
If you use a strap.
Yeah, okay.
But I do like the shake strap because it...
When did you set this up? A couple days ago?
No, when you guys weren't looking. Because I wanted to do it.
He's like, before the end of our last workout, I was thinking about this.
So you might have to mess around with the angle, but you should definitely wear straps so you don't have to even focus on grip. But it might need to come back. But basically, it's just like kind of like that.
Yep.
It's like that, but with a cable, and you could get a little bit more tension.
Maybe pull us back a little bit. What position did you play in baseball?
Was a shortstop. That's what I was going to school for. And then
you were going to school to be a shortstop. You were going to shortstop university.
Basically, I wasn't good at school, but I was committed to a college as a shortstop. And then as I got bigger, and started like powerlifting and stuff, they moved me to center field. Because I was still fast. I still think I could have played shortstop, but they just moved me to the outfield. Center field, though.
They moved you from to fitness to bikini.
Yeah.
To wellness. You made the transition.
Yeah.
All right, get going, buddy.
Oh.
You're up. You got to lead the way. Again, you notice how he's leaning, how high this shoulder is, and how low this shoulder is. It just puts you on a completely different angle. And you could do this where you're straighter, but this is giving Kenny a different angle, and he probably feels he can get down and in there into that lat. Yep, we got 2 more. We got 2 more.
Ooh. Woo! That feels real good. All right, yep. Shoulder down. There it is. Yep, come on. Let's go.
The shake strap makes it interesting, especially like when you try to pause, because you pause and the strap is lengthened all the way. Then when someone goes to help you, the strap kind of shortens. And when someone lets go again, the strap lengthens back out and you're trying to hold it and you're going like this.
Yeah. This almost forces you to have like control your reps, because if you just yank it, you just like pull straight back, and then when you let go, it just takes you forward.
Yeah, you get thrown around.
Yeah.
Here we go. He wants to be a champion. There you go. Slap it on that weight.
Unlike C-Bum.
That's right.
You guys are a loser.
Good. Squeeze it. Get the leverage. I'm letting go. Yeah.
Oh.
Back in the day, many years ago, when I was probably about your age, I was training with Will Harris. You ever seen Will Harris before? They called him World Harris. 5'10". 5'9", 330 at the time. We're doing pull-up. He's banging out sets of 10. I'm like barely getting sets of 2 or sets of 3, especially after the first couple sets. We did like 8 sets, and he's like, time to kick it up a notch. And he grabs like an 80-pound dumbbell and does the reps just as perfectly. But every time he did a set, I was always like, it's the end of his set and the beginning of my turn to get annihilated. This is in the category of dicking around. So I just thought of something slightly different to give a try to. Just throwing these yellow straps up here and gonna mess with like a pullover, pull down weird thing. Don't have any idea how it works or how it will work, but I think sometimes in the middle of your workout or just whenever an idea pops in your head, try a set or 2 of something different, just kind of see what it would feel like.
That looks fun.
It's worth a go. Sometimes when you mess with stuff like this, and you might find,
oh yeah,
you might have to change the angle, or you always learn something new. Sometimes you're like, oh, well, that was kind of weird. Maybe next time I'll face the bench the other way or something.
I can get right in my lower lat on this.
Right?
Feels perfect. Yeah, I like this. It's like on the cable pull throughs, it's like you have to really focus on pushing your chest out.
Right.
But with this one, you're just already
you're locked in
that position. Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah, I like doing this instead of dumbbells, so you don't have to like.
It's a little nicer on the back, right?
Yeah, you just gotta find the angle.
Just a little bit of a kind of like warm-up set. Oh, hey, you got 45s for the other one? Nope. You got it already. I just did the fat guy, like, oh, like you pretend to help. Then you're like, oh, you did it already? There's also another good fat guy move. Like I used to do this when I was a kid. I'd show up at people's house at like 5 or 6. Oh my God, you guys are having dinner? No, I can't. Really? Seriously? No, it's okay?
Yeah.
My mom will kill me if she knows I'm here eating dinner from you guys.
Yeah.
And then you get dinner there, and then when you go home, and your mom's like, did you eat? You're like, nope. Okay. She's like, really? You've been out all day? Honey, you gotta eat.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I know. It's crazy, right? Mm-hmm. Gotta pack on the weight. Is this the way you were doing them, down in here?
Yeah, I was.
Or was your hand down here more?
Could be either. I had my hand higher, and then I kind of like twisted to the side almost a little bit.
Yeah, I think we can all use more weight.
Yeah.
Here you go, Kenny. Come on.
243 this morning. I'm going to 260. It's weird though, this is the heaviest I've been. My appetite is like sky high. Like yesterday I had like 7 meals and a shake.
Nice.
Back. I definitely wanted to do this pull down, this close grip pull down, one of those attachments.
All right. This one?
Yeah, that one with straps. Started using this attachment like a couple weeks ago. You can really stay like
drive the elbows
right here. Yeah.
Drive the elbows right down. Huh?
Yeah, especially if you have straps.
Yeah, that felt amazing. Get it. Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, that burns.
Nice work.
Yeah, it's almost like if you stay right there. If you go too high, you almost lose it a little bit. It's like right there.
Yep, you try to find that kind of traction in there.
Yeah.
Go one more.
Yep, let's go.
There you go, Ryan.
Stay in it.
Good job today, man. That was awesome. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you, cameraman. I'm going to be doing the half marathon tomorrow.
Yeah, like this.
Like, what's wrong with that guy? I'll be like, oh, I'm doing fine.
Yeah, bumping people out the way.
Yeah.
Even the first exercise, like
maybe chest and bicep on Monday, right?
Yeah, I need to make sure I get my arms because my arms suck. And for body, like my coach told me, I need to bring my arms and delts up. So for my front poses,
maybe we'll start that day. We'll just start with a barbell curl, old school. We'll go in.
Oh yeah.
We'll go in the squat rack. We'll do some curls
sick.
in there, and yeah, we can, because it's not going to take away from the pressing.
No.
If you work your biceps first, but we'll have all the energy for it. So
yeah.
Have you messed with like trying to train your arms real heavy, like your biceps real heavy?
Honestly, no. Forearms, I like doing heavy, like 70-pound cheek curls for hammers, but I've never done. I've never thought about going heavy for biceps, but I'll do it. And we could do some like weighted chin-ups or something, old school. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be really good. For me, that's what helped with growth. That and kind of controlled eccentric.
Yeah.
But just thinking about the arms the same way you think about any other body part, a really great way to grow something is to use 4 to 6 rep range. Not necessarily just because the intensity that you can use, but you can use a good amount of intensity and do a good amount of sets with a good amount of weight. Whereas opposed to if you do sets of 12 for bicep, we know that that's like your hypertrophy zone, 8 to 12, but it does reduce the amount of weight that you can use. So you can get to your volume a bunch of different ways, but you can kind of tell the guys that are real thick and dense, a lot of times they have a background in some, I mean, look how strong Chris Bumstead is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like these guys are really strong. So I think if you just kind of think of your bicep just like anything else, like I want to get big hamstrings. It's like, all right, well, let's start talking about some type of deadlift, and then we need some type of weight on there. I haven't really seen a lot of guys like just build their hamstrings with like 185. No. Yeah. Not that you couldn't build your hamstrings with 185, but it's just, I think it's limiting. You can get there faster and easier, I think. Yeah. If you're pushing 275, 365, 4. I mean, a lot of these guys are doing stiff leg dead, 5 plates, 6 plates, Bumstead, right? I mean, wild. It's crazy. Then they're on the Smith machine doing like their squats with perfect form. Yeah. With 5, 6 plates, and then people are like, "But you're using the Smith machine." Yeah. The Smith machine still. Oh, it's hard. It's harder a lot of times. I mean, it's easier. It's easier weight-wise and stability-wise, but it sets you on a direct path, and your legs are just on fire. No, yeah. I think some heavy reps, like what you were talking about in that rep range, would be good, especially triceps. I don't know how you feel about benching, like barbell benching, but you don't know how I feel about benching.
Well, I don't know
how I feel about benching.
I'd be down to
we'll
bench. Some bench, close grip or something. I haven't benched in like a year, just regular barbell bench. So that'd be sick. What did you weigh when you started lifting with, like, forget the BS years, but because people have 2 like birth dates when it comes to fitness. They have their, I started when I was 13, but I didn't really get started lifting with knowledge until I was like 19. Like when did you have like a little bit of knowledge that helped your growth a ton? Before you ever even got to PEDs? I would say 19. I had, before coming here, I was playing baseball, so I wasn't able to prioritize the training I liked, but I was studying it. So by the time I was training here with Smokey, when I first started working here, I feel like that's when I started to really, really push myself. Like they taught me. Did you weigh under 200? Yeah. What did you weigh? I weighed like 190. I weighed like right under 200. And then that year I got to 220. Right. And then I put on like, then you also 20. Just look so different too. Like you're recomped in such a different way, right? Yeah. Back then I wasn't, obviously I was natty. I was strong, but I didn't have, you were muscular. Like, the fullness. You were lean. Yeah, a little bit stringy, but I would say that year the first year I came here, like they introduced me to AMRAPs. I'd never trained with a partner that would like push me like Smokey or anybody else would. So I didn't even know how to take it to that level of like, I didn't know what intense training was until I kind of. Kenny had he had striations in his jaw. We were like, dude, what are you doing? What's going on over here? Yeah, that was striations going on in the jaw. I'm like, damn. I do miss powerlifting sometimes. Has any of it been really hard, or do you just enjoy it all, or is like what's the most challenging thing, I guess, with like what you're going for? Like you want to be a high level bodybuilder. I imagine you want to be a pro bodybuilder at some point, right? Yeah. Besides the body dysmorphia, never being satisfied with the look, that's probably the hardest. But I would say, other than that, it's just the food. The food and the recovery, especially for somebody. So whether you're eating a little bit or whether you're eating a lot, both are tough. Yeah. Especially if somebody like, I don't know many people my age that are able to just full-time bodybuild. Honestly, the prep is the hardest. Like every night, I got to make sure I stay up, prep all 6 meals, my intra-workout shakes, get everything down, my morning vitamins, get it all together, and then wake up early to just head here, and then wherever else I need to go throughout the day. That's definitely the hardest part.
Strength is never weakness, weakness never strength. Catch you guys later.